So I'm here in one of my absolute favorite places. This is the Massif de Chiron. It's a mountain range in the Alpes Maritime Department, and it's technically in an area called the Pre-Alps or the Pre-Alps. I have featured the ski station that's found on this mountain range before. For me, this place is very personal. What I've decided to do with this video is actually to try and take you through a whole ski season, from opening to closing, to just give you an idea of what it is that these low altitudes ski stations are now facing. What makes the Massif de Chiron so interesting is that it's almost a halfway between the Southern Alps and the Mediterranean over there. So when you're at the summit of the mountain here at 1,800 meters, the Mediterranean is less than 20 kilometers, so within line of sight. And if you look at my previous video that I did for Gréolières, you'll actually see that beautiful view. Today the weather is a bit miserable, but it is the first day of the season for the station to open. Like many ski stations of low and mid altitude, Gréolières is desperately trying to revive themselves and turn it into a 4-season event. They are doing all they can in the summer, and today we actually have the inauguration of the new luge that's been built, just to provide more activities and to provide more revenue streams for the ski area. For us to lose the snow here and for the ski station to be dwindling away because of climate change is a real death blow to the whole ski industry. The place is so different when there's no snow. It's incredible. As alive as it gets when there's snow here, the opposite is true. One of my absolute favorite slopes is just this one right here. It's probably one of the steepest red slopes I've ever skied. This is really the place where I cut my teeth on learning to ski steeper and steeper slopes, so I just wish it was open. Throughout the whole French Alps region, they've had an incredible start to the season. This was down to a massive snowstorm at the end of November, and if you saw my previous videos, you'll see that I actually got on the snow earlier this year than expected, and that same snowstorm delivered some snow to Gréolières over here, but 30 centimeters of snow 3-4 weeks ago, and this is basically what remains. Nonetheless, the ski station still opens. They have one green slope and the training slope available, so really just for family and children. And this year the inauguration of the big new attraction, which is the luge, which is a necessary addition to the ski station, just to bring in another revenue stream, just so another reason to come out to the mountain apart from skiing. This is a typical trend you see with these low altitude resorts. They're trying to transition away from full alpine skiing, so it's kind of a mission that skiing here is not going to be around for much longer. They estimate another 15 years of any kind of snow, after which time there might be no snow on the Massif de Chiron. Nonetheless, I wanted to come down today and just support them, support the local businesses. There's still a really nice training slope here, so I want to take my son on that and just warm up for next weekend basically. This is literally his first time ever on a teleski. So cool. Okay, let's see you brake. To make matters worse for a station like this, the water supply that actually supplies the reservoir and ultimately the snow cannon, so their ability to make snow, artificial snow, was put in jeopardy earlier this season. There was a dispute about the water supply, so they haven't even had their normal operation for their artificial snow, which they're absolutely reliant on. I think Gréolières and theirs have up to 70-75 snow cannons. Yeah, as you can see, the reservoir has already been virtually run dry, so from here on end I don't see them having much of a choice but to wait for Mother Nature to just kick in. So if the heyday of skiing was here in the 60s and 70s, and you can clearly see that the weather patterns have changed and is now more sporadic, large dumps that don't last very long, lots of thawing. So snow is definitely still going to be occurring here for the next 10-15 years as predicted, but whether it's usable for skiing, that's a different question. That was actually really good fun. Like, the training slope is in a reasonable condition, and you know, it's good enough to have some fun with a little dude. All of that snowfall from 2 or 3 weeks ago, this is what we have left of it. For now, we're here for the main event, which is the opening of the Gréolières luge, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful building that they've constructed, and I can't believe how quickly they've done this. When we were here in the summer, I just saw the beginnings of it, and here you go. It's almost it's the official opening today. Okay, we got our cards. We're ready to go for our first luge. Are you ready? First luge. Okay. That was so worth €5. That was amazing. So that was lots of fun. The kids really enjoyed it, and I think it's a great addition for the station. Whether or not it's going to be enough in the long term, I'm not sure, but it's great. It's a great thing that they've done here. The station is officially open in whatever format possible. So let's see how the rest of the season unfolds. For next week, we're heading off to the Pyrenees for a week, and then I'll be back, and we'll see how this side of the world is doing. So So it's the 10th of January. I'm back at my favorite ski station, Gréolières, for a check-in to see how the season is going, what's happening. The bad news is they haven't had significant snowfall to open fully. They haven't been able to open over the Christmas holiday period. The good news is there's been enough snow here and there for them to actually open another slope. So behind me is half of one of the main red runs coming down. So as of today, they have 2 or 3 small green sections open. The debutante area is fully open, and also this section of the red. So a little bit more for us to do. It's nice to come here still every so often, every other week, just check in. But here we are, the 10th of January, and the school holidays just concluded, and they haven't been able to open. So the temperature has significantly dropped in early January. We can all feel it, can sense it even down low altitudes. So maybe that's a sign of snow returning. This week there's been massive snowfalls in the French Alps, particularly the Northern Alps. Yesterday this Savoie area got about 100 centimeters. So yeah, again, we're missing it here, but despite only a few sections being open, the joy that this training slope brings to people is just incredible. There's so many people, you know, bringing their children who are basically learning to ski, like myself and my son, and just coming here for, you know, a short few hours, inexpensive, and we just have a great afternoon basically training, but in a fun way. And there's so many parents that do exactly that. They bring their children, so there's a lot of love for this place, even though it's not fully open. And it's great to see that it can still be busy with this model that they're following at the moment. So I can sense that a lot of this snow here is artificial. I mean, the water reserve looks really low at the moment, so I wonder if they're still getting fresh water to supply any further. It seems like the addition of the one extra slope has been largely to the making of snow over the last few weeks. So it's been cold enough. They seem to have had the water, so yeah, and you can sense the density of the snow. This weekend the forecast is quite an extreme storm blowing through from the Atlantic, and then humidity hitting the southern Alps from the Mediterranean. So perfect conditions. I'm going to hold my fingers crossed. I'm going to keep my eyes glued to the weather report and to the webcams. And this time next weekend I could be skiing at Gréolières for real. You know, even in a fairly average season where they have had little to almost no snowfall, the skiing activity still makes up, according to what I saw online, so this could be wrong, but it still makes up close to 90% of their annual revenue, you know. We're on the only red section that's open, the largest slope at the moment. It's halfway down the main piste here, and my little dude, he's like, yeah, let's do it, I want to try it, let's do it. It's steeper than the others and he's willing to give it a shot. This is amazing. I mean, this is, you know, he's making it look really easy, but this is what 5 years of like confidence on the snow looks like. You know, it's not that we just started him yesterday and thrown him on the red runs. He's literally been building up to this for about 5 years, so he's got the confidence, he's not scared of the height. And yeah, this is officially his first red run of his life, I guess.
Look at that side. Come inside.
I don't really care that there's only like 1.5 proper slopes open, or, you know, we've had a fantastic afternoon here. It's been so great hang out with the kids. We're about to have hot chocolate in the sunset on the snow. What a day. Sun setting over the Mercantor. Oh man. So it's the 18th of January today, Sunday the 18th. Down here at 400 meters altitude in the valley, the rain is coming down. Heavy rain, heavy precipitation down here in the valley. I'm going to drive up to the mountain and just have a look at what the situation is. The weather forecast for this weekend has been extremely favorable for snow. In fact, they've forecasted a 90% plus chance of snow at Gréolières, so I'm going to go up and just see what it's like. All throughout the Southern Alps this weekend and the Pyrenees, heavy snowfalls, 50-60 centimeters. So if we miss it this weekend, that will be an absolute pity. So I'm just going to go up and yeah, hopefully it's not raining on the mountain, because otherwise it's not very pleasant to ski. But if it's snowing and I drive into a snowstorm, I would be happy for a change. So So I'm just approaching 1,100 meters above sea level. It's still chucking it down here, absolutely wet. I really hope it's not raining at the base level at Gréolières, which is at 1,400 meters. I mean, that's not only a bad sign for any possible snow, but also the rain just ruins the existing snow base that's there. I'm just approaching the final climb here to Gréolières, up to 1,400 meters. This is the 300 meters where you rise above the precipitation line and the rain line, hopefully. If you're just driving this road to Gréolières, it's quite obvious that the ski station had a profound impact on this area, because alongside the road you'll see little buildings that are chalet styled, restaurants, little cottages, little holiday spots. In the heyday of the station being active, you might have had 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people traveling up and down to the mountain. So you know, you could imagine the surrounding area benefiting from that and responding to that. When you drive it now, a lot of these places are just derelict and kind of falling apart. So disappointing. I was hoping that, you know, it would be snowing and I'd be celebrating the snow arriving, but instead it's time for whatever snow is there to be obliterated. I can't drive all the way here and not at least get out of the car, but no skiing for me today. I was hoping to arrive to some fresh snow and some snow falling down, but the weather gods are not with us at the moment, and that forecast of snow has just changed into rain. These guys are still having a good time. It is freezing. Now it's also wet, so I do respect them for having a go. I think I'm gonna give it a miss today. Not particularly keen on getting absolutely soaked. Just under 4 weeks away from the school holidays. So the school holidays in France in February are 2 weeks. It's a 2-week break. That's very much the peak of the ski season. Everybody heads out to the slopes, everybody tries and get on the snow, and now it's a question of a countdown in the next 4 weeks. Will it get cold enough? Will we have the precipitation? Will we have the humidity? Can the snow form? Can this place open for the school holidays for February? Yeah, we'll catch up when I'm next out, hopefully with some better news. It's Thursday, the 22nd of January. I've just received word that the snow has started to come down in Gréolières-Liège. So yeah, it was a little bit unexpected. I did know that the wet weather forecast we had from last weekend, I did know that it was going to carry on into this week, but yeah, it's apparently it's coming down in Gréolières. So this is really good news, and we have 3 or 4 days of heavy snowfall forecast. So this could be it. This could be the once a year moment I wait for. The snow's coming down, so I'm not going to drive all the way up to the station, but I'm going to go up just somewhat up the mountain here to about 800, 1000 meters and just see if there's any signs of snow, maybe on the slightly lower mountain, La Auriberg, because that's always an indication that Gréolières is getting snow. So if there's a white coat, you know, on the surrounding mountains, then that's really good news for Gréolières. So yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up, but this could actually be it. So there's a little bit of white here next to the side of the road. I don't want to get too excited. Just starting to form at the lower altitudes, and you know, within a day or two it gets kind of washed away or destroyed by the heat and the sun again. But what's different this time is we have 3 or 4 days of snow forecasts. Okay, so we definitely have some snow. This is absolutely great news. It looks like this was probably from last night or the night before. Probably about 2 or 3 inches. Not that much, but like I said, the important thing is that this is going to carry on for the next few days. It's got that sound in the atmosphere that you get when it's about to snow. This is at 1,200 odd meters, and then the summit here is 1,400. And then if you drive 30 kilometers further, you get to Gréolières, which is at 1,400 and 1,800. So definitely I'm hopeful that they are getting the snow that they need. I'll keep my eyes glued to the one webcam, and we'll see how it goes throughout tonight and tomorrow. But the snow is here, definitely. So this is all good signs, all pointing in the right direction. Today's January the 22nd. My next update may be on the weekend around the 23rd or 24th. Now I've got to get out of here because I wasn't really prepared for snow today, so I'm freezing. See you in a bit. Cheers, bye. So I've woken up to the amazing news that there's been a substantial amount of snow. This is following on from Friday. It's persisted through Friday and Saturday night. It's Sunday morning now, and I don't know if it's enough for the ski stations to actually open. I'm here at 800 meters and we have visible snow in the foothills here of Provence, so that's a good indication. I'm going to keep going back to Gréolières again today and just see what the situation is. So the snow has finally arrived in Gréolières, definitely, and so have I. Just arriving here, I can tell that a lot of the big runs are already open, so that's cool. I don't know how much of the resort is open. I haven't seen the actual report. I don't know if it's been published yet. Definitely wasn't published this morning when I was looking online. So there's so much love for this station. I'm always surprised to just see the amount of people that all of a sudden appear when the snow finally arrives. This morning at 3:30 a.m. I was logged onto the webcams and I saw the snowcats come out for the first time. So this has all happened in 5 hours. And the place just kind of jumps into life. Piste openings for today was published at 9 o'clock, and yeah, so basically 3 or 4 lifts are open. Definitely not the whole domain. There might be 2 sections to the summit, so I should be able to get a view of the ocean today if the weather keeps up. I think we're going to have a bit of an overcast afternoon. Just about to hit the snow. Here comes that weather system forecast we're predicting, so more snow for tonight. Nonetheless, we're going to give it a go, even if the weather turns this afternoon.
The Southern Alps there in the distance, absolutely smothered with snow. So fantastic time to be out in the Mercantour Park. The new Gréolières luge today in full action. People are getting a scenic roller coaster ride literally through the trees covered in snow. So what I notice is that a lot of the runs seem ungroomed. I think this is just a consequence of them not having much time to prepare the site. I can say with confidence that Gréolières is officially open. It just now begs the question for how long. I'm sure it's early enough in the year to have significant snow for February, but yeah, days like this don't come often. Without a question, the best snow I've been on. This always happens when Gréolières has a big dump of natural snow. Best snow I've been on this season so far. The weather predictions for today are spot on. It's just gone after like 12 or 1 and the clouds are rolling in. I'm gonna go straight up to the summit, just see what the clouds situation is, seeing that it's coming from that direction, from the Mediterranean. Just want to see what kind of clouds we're dealing with, because yeah, we could be in a snowstorm in less than an hour from now, I reckon. I have been caught out once or twice before where I'm actually here on the mountain and then all of a sudden it just gets covered in a very thick cloud. Unfortunately, our view is somewhat obstructed today. If you want to see what this view looks like on a bright, clear, open day, there's a video on my channel called Greo View from the top, which I'll put in the description here. But there's not many places where you get to see the Mediterranean on the south and the French Alps. This is actually a little bit scary now. Basically can't see the poles and it doesn't look like this cloud's going to let off. So fortunately I know this place like the back of my hand, but if you're a new skier and this was your first day, they have unfortunately had a few issues today with ski lift breaking down, having to be reset, readjusted. I think it's kind of first day jitters. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's almost pushing 5 o'clock. I'm going to do a few more runs, put the camera down, just enjoy this fresh snow and see when we'll be back, maybe during the week or next weekend. See you soon. Bye. First day of the 2026 winter holiday, February the 15th. Gréolières is in action. Snow's been here for about 2 weeks, so the station looks amazing. We're here car camping a little bit with the kids. Hi. What are you going to do today? Cut some?
Cut some shapes.
Yes, mate. Dude. Welcome to February 2026. Look at this huge place. Hi, welcome to my ski vlog.
Hey.
Yes? Come on. Whee! Stop. Careful. Yep. The queue looks a little bit short. Don't walk away with my view. Ah. the pink. Well, this weekend is officially the start of the winter holiday for most of the regions in France, and it's incredible that Gréolières has been able to open fully. And not just that, we've had some fresh snow this week. So today's skiing is on fresh powder, and 95% of the domain is actually open. So that's the biggest opening I've ever seen of Gréolières. So this is really good news. We hope that the snow is good enough to stick around for the full duration of the school holidays. I was here about a week or so ago, and it wasn't that great. It was kind of hard snow with all the rain that we've been having in the last few weeks. So hopefully this nice snow keeps up for a few weeks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go on. Whee! There you go. Don't pull up the handles. This must be the best view in skiing for sure. So the conditions here today have been absolutely perfect. Just enough cloud cover to keep the snow from warming up too much. There's definitely a bit of spring in the air already. I think the daytime temperatures down by the coastline is kind of hitting 15 degrees already. Up here maybe 5-6 degrees today. The snow was a little bit hard in the morning and then just eased up around 2 o'clock, which is the best, absolutely the best case scenario. And yeah, this is the ski station couldn't really have asked for a better way to start the holiday period. So I'm really pleased for them. In the next 2 weeks we're going to go up north, and then when I return back I want to see what the condition is of the station, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks time. So hopefully there'll still be some skiing to do then. Just arriving at Gréolières. 12 degrees it is here at the moment, so not as substantial drop as I hoped for, but there's snow. As long as the ski lift keeps moving, I'll be skiing. So the decision for whether or not to close the station, it really comes down to like how long can they keep the snowpack safe for. The centimeters at the bottom, I think the latest reading that they gave was about 30 centimeters at the base, 60 at the top, and it's just they'll keep the station open for as long as it's feasible and kind of safe. At the moment they say 90% of the station is still open, so that's a huge number for Gréolières with snow that's this old. But yeah, let's go check at the top and see what it's like. One thing worth mentioning about the French is that you never hear them complaining about the snow conditions. Like, well, maybe that's just been my impression, but you know, it doesn't matter what the conditions are, they come out, they have a good time, and you know, call it a day. So it's possible that that's not a French thing, that's just a skier thing. Everybody that's on the snow and that's here they're just making the best of whatever the conditions are. So it's possible that, you know, people just take it for what it is. That's surely what I'm doing. So the important thing is that the ski station was able to open over the winter holiday period, which has been the last 2 or 3 weeks, and this year the snow fell early enough. Even if the season was to come to an end now, I think it will still be classed as a successful year. So the introduction of the luge, or the roller coaster as I call it, you know, that's a massive revenue stream that's come online, and that will actually keep on functioning right throughout the summer. So the winter might be coming to an end, but for the station it's kind of a new leaf. They're looking towards all the 4 season activities. Kind of a strange mist that's hanging over the area. Yeah, here at the top, I can literally feel the rock hard surface below. It's possible that that's ice, but yeah, not much to ski on here. The slopes over there at the top looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go straight up there and try those out. There's this proper slush. Yes, mate, this is not too bad given that it's 2 o'clock. I have the super wide skis on today, 96 millimeters. So yeah, that's what you need for this type of snow. Still doing it. Record snows early Feb, record heat end of Feb. It's bizarre. Just look at this view, man. This is the curtain of the Southern Alps right there. Literally, like, I'm the only person here. Amazing. Whoa, look at this. Rocky patches. So here you can see we're basically right down to the ice pack. You could see there as I was coming down towards the base at 1400 meters how badly the snow was deteriorating. Lots of patches with soil, and kind of tricky to ski, but a lot of fun nonetheless. So I'm gonna go straight back up to, I think it's the second highest summit here. This slope behind me, it's one of the main red slopes. It's the first one to open, it's the last one to close, so I'm going to take that from the top and down and see if you can still cut some shapes on that one. That piece there is still totally worth it. It's a beautiful run. I think it keeps up better because it's one of the first runs that they commission with the artificial snow. So the snow packed underneath that run, I think, is much thicker than any of the other natural slopes. So it seems to keep up a little bit better. I'm just here at the little tiki bar taking a little break. Ran my GoPro right into a metal pipe. It still seems to work, so that's good. I've had a great afternoon here. I'm not sure that I'll be back here again before the end of the season, especially not if they call it quits by this weekend. It's Wednesday now. There's rumor that they might close the station by Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and just to see how this season here unfolds. So just in summary, and what I wanted to show in this video was how this ski station is now operating on a year-to-year basis. On the 21st of December, it officially opened with minimal runs, mostly made from artificial snow, only 2 or 3 sections. So by the time the other stations were already running for 6 weeks, here at 1400 meters it was not possible. Then the first large snowfall happened on the 24th of January, and that was the official opening of the rest of the domain. And then we ran right through February. Now on the 4th of March, it looks like we're closing this weekend on the 8th of March. So basically an effective season of only 6 weeks, 6 weeks of actual skiing. This is what climate change is doing to lower mid-altitude stations. It's shrinking their season down and down and down. Yeah, I hope this video has been insightful for some people. If you do get a chance to ever ski at Gréolières when the snow is here, I would definitely advise it. It's one of my favorite ski stations, and yeah, we always have a great time here, and we want to support it for as long as possible. So
bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving